Hello. So I wanted to make a video. I wanted to ask, what are your 3 most powerful attributes? And we're going to pick 3 cards, 3 piles. Elixir of life. Yes, that is beautiful. No rain today. Pile number 2, no rain for you. Pile number 3, moon dance. Okay. We have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. So whichever pile you feel most drawn to is going to be your pile. Sometimes you can feel drawn to 3 piles, and that's okay. Sometimes you can be drawn to 2 piles. That's okay. Whichever one pile is okay. That's your story. That's your attributes. I am asking, what are your 3 most powerful attributes? Okay, so welcome to the card picking process. We are going to dig out some cards here. And let's see, what are your 3 most powerful attributes? Spirit, what is pile number 1's story? What is pile number 2's story? What is pile number 3's story? What are your 3 most powerful attributes? We got pile number 1, pile number 2, and we have pile number 3. Lo and behold, the last but not least, pile number 3. Then we have pile number 1. We got pile number 2. What are your 3 most powerful attributes? And we got pile number 3. It is always so interesting to see what actually comes out of these cards, because it's pretty amazing. It is pretty amazing how they all come together in a story after everything is said and done. 3 most powerful attributes. Number 1. Pile number 2. Pile number 3. And then I want to use the Wizards cards. Wizards cards. Pile number 1. Pile number 2. Pile number 3. Spirit, great spirit. What are 3 most powerful attributes? Pile number 1. Pile number 2. Pile number 3. Pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Woohoo! Lo and behold, this is wonderful. Pile number 1. What are your 3 most powerful attributes? Three most powerful attributes. And then, as I always like to do, is what are your 3 most powerful attributes? And how are these going to be beneficial in your life? How are these going to benefit you in your life? Pile number 2. Pile number 3. We have pile number 1. We do have pile number 2. And we do have pile number 3. Excellent. Here are the stories. Lo and behold. Wonderful. Pile number 1. You choose pile number 1, your card is elixir of life. Pile number 2, no rain today. No rain for pile number 2. Pile number 2 is going to stay dry today. Pile number 3, you might do the moon dance. Perhaps even you'll do the moonwalk. And there, yep, we have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3 with the moon dance. Pile number 1, pile number 2, pile number 3. I will see you in your reading. Pile number 1, welcome to your reading. This is your pile right here. I am blown away of these cards. These cards are fantastic. Like, these cards are just unbelievably fantastic. We're asking, like, what is the most powerful, the 3 most powerful attributes that you have? And on the table comes up healing, division, and awakening. So you, pile number 1, the elixir of life. Okay, so here she sits. This is a woman. She's sitting facing the flower. Her eyes are closed. The wind is in her hair. She is in the moment. She's just receiving the sweet scent of nature and energy and life. Sitting in nature by a stream or in a garden, it can help still your wandering mind and heal a wounded heart, troubled heart. So that's the card that you was drawn to, elixir of life, which is about healing a wounded heart and a troubled heart. So the 3 most powerful things that you have with you, pile number 1, is going to be healing. Healing, so going from being completely in the dark, being completely confused, not knowing where to go, what to do, being led on by others, being told stories about things that aren't true, people creating illusions around you, people bringing disharmony into your life in different ways. It can be your parents, it can be your school, it can be a job, it can be when you're older, it can be nannies, it can be whoever is in charge or who is in your life at that time. So and also just living life. You can have a good life and a regular life and then still be caught up in all the illusions of the world and all the bling and the ding over there that you're gonna need it, you have to have it, because otherwise you won't be happy. And then you be like healing, and now you're starting to see clearly how to bring harmony to pain, sitting by the stream, finding harmony, sitting with yourself, sitting with your experience, discomfort and issues of separations. And so I am healed. Issues of separation, we feel that we are so disconnected, that we're separate from. And part of the healing and the third eye chakra is that we are all interconnected. We are all one. We never were separate. We never will be separate. We always were a union, and we always will be a union. Your first powerful thing that you have, pile number 1, is that you're able to see that healing come into fruition. You're able to transcend the illusion of duality, seeing beyond the veil of divisive thoughts and behaviors. Divisive thoughts and behaviors, everything with labels. And like, if you're in this category, and then the people over there, they're in a different category, you're good and they are bad. Now there's the divisiveness. A part of the healing that you have done, pile number 1, is seeing beyond the veil of those thoughts and behaviors. Now you can see clearly that we're just people around here trying our best, and there's no differences. We just have different likes and dislikes and things that we prefer, different personalities. But we're all one. And that is one part of the healing that you have been, that is your power. And also offering with confidence and integrity your visions for a brighter and more harmonious future. And here's a vision for a brighter and more harmonious future, and being harmonious. So you bring to the table harmony, and you bring to the table your vision, and you bring to the table hope then for other people, which is leading us right into the next number 2 powerful thing that you have. Pile number 1 is the vision. And here the vision, okay, so this particular here, it talks about before we are born, we all have a vision. We have a unique vision. We have a unique journey that we're supposed to be traveling once we get into this 3-dimensional world. And so we're fully aware of our uniqueness. We're fully aware of our purpose and passion before we come into this world. And then when you come into this world, poop, there you get born and plop into this world. And then we get born and come into this world, and we forget about the vision. Now we forgot about the vision, and now your journey forward in your life is going to either keep you on your path, or you're going to sway and stray away from it. Your vision and you, beautiful soul. So whatever your journey and your vision was supposed to be in your life, whatever that was before you came into this world, now your life is going to be centered around finding back to that vision. And so if you're leading away from it, it will be, you'll be confused. You'll be giving away your power to other people, afraid to go for what you want and what you believe in, because you maybe think that everybody else knows better. When we are connected to the vision, so then we are carrying an inspired, enchanted aliveness. So we're vibrating in aliveness, and other people, they recognize it. They trust, so we trust the world and its synchronicities. When you are in alignment with your vision is giving you energy, and you are on the right path. Now you have excess of energy, and you can do way more things than you thought was ever possible. When you're not in connection with your journey and your vision, then you will be tired, you'll be disengaged, you'll be feeling apathy, and you're just stringing along, just drifting. Life becomes dull and exhausted, and it just lacks meaning. And this card is saying that you are able to bring back the dream. You're able to bring back the mystery and bring back the dream. And therefore, you're also able to bring the aliveness back into your life. So pile number 1, the vision is your second most powerful thing about you. You have healing, power number 1. You have the vision, power number 2. And lo and behold, I almost fell over when I got the third card. Your third power, your power number 3 is awakening. This is some powerful stuff right here. This is very powerful stuff. And then just going with the flow and taking in the wisdom of the universe and all that, being in the moment, in the flow with everything. It's very, very beautiful. So with the awakening, sometimes we have outdated ideas, we have old patterns, they no longer serve you, the ideas, the way that you used to do things. It's your rock bottom. So basically, the way you used to do things, the way, so what is it that you want or need in your life that you are ignoring and diminishing? What are those things that you want and need that you are ignoring and diminishing to please others? When is it that you do it not for you, but to make someone else feel better? Those are the things that might be your life path, the vision that you are always trying to get back to in your whole life. You're always trying to get back to the vision, and then you're going to get tested, so you're going to get pulled away from it. And that might be the people who pull you away from it, and then you just have to reel it back in. Are you allowing other people to treat you disrespectfully? So it's the whole awakening is like breaking free from outdated ideas and old patterns that no longer serve you. Why would you linger in it? Pile number one, like if you're in patterns and stuff in your life that no longer serve you, and it's over and over again, and it's just outdated patterns, you don't believe in it anymore, you're not engaged in it, it's no fun anymore, it's not easy, it's just daunting, and oh my goodness, taking forever. And these things, you know that they no longer serve you. Congratulations. That is the major breakthrough right there. When you realize that these things, they no longer serve me, I need to change something. This is your rock bottom. Like, we can have many rock bottoms in our life, and they're all going to teach us something very valuable. Perhaps the most valuable life lessons that you can ever have is because of rock bottoms. And so we should celebrate the rock bottoms. They are actually really good. It's the dark night of the soul. That's when you realize that the way you are living your life is no longer working for you. You're done. You're over it. Then you will change. Then you can start. So you have overcome great struggle in your life. Pile number one. You have overcome great struggle, and you have found a new and better way to live. That's the awakening. That's beautiful. Going from whatever no longer serves you, whatever pleases other people, you just toss it aside. You make an agreement to yourself. You make a decision that this is not good enough for you anymore. You are going to do something different. This is the popular and rising, the phoenix rising from the ashes. You shall be reborn into a new chapter of your life. And you also understand that you don't have to go through all the trouble, the anguish and the pain to grow and evolve. You become aware that when you follow your vision, your greatest truth, when you follow your greatest truth and you honor yourself, life starts to get very much easier. So and the mantra for this is like, when I realize my innermost truth and act upon it, I heal myself and others. So when, pile number one, this is so powerful and it's so connected. It's so connected. It is the elixir of life. Healing, harmonious. I am harmonious. Trusting your vision. So you're looking through, you see through the veil of illusion and delusion and all the lies and the manipulations, and you're able to see through it. You find your vision back. You go on your quest. You're on your vision quest. You have the awakening. You realize that it's what no longer serves you. It no longer serves you, and that's okay. That's okay. Sometimes you just have to find new ways, find new people, places, things, all that stuff. So with the healing, I am harmonious. Here, the Two of Cups is communicating and trusting God, Source, the Great Spirit. This is you having faith. This is you having faith, and this is you being interconnected and entwined with the Spirit, the One. And ever since young age, you have had the words. You have been speaking words of wisdom, and you have been speaking words of healing from a very young age, with perhaps no other people to lean on, and perhaps just your connection with Source to be leaning on. So pile number one, that's very powerful to be able to have faith in that way, speak your truth from a young age, coming in with communication and messages for the rest of the people, like the Page of Swords on it. And trusting, and with speaking about it, with talking about things and speaking about it, you're clearing the air, you're sharpening your words, your arguments, you're sharpening your story, everything, so that it can be healing, not just for you. This is all going around, intertwined, and it will be healing for others. The vision is also uncanny. The vision that we get born with, this is the page of coins, the page of wands. We have 3 pages in this. So this here whole thing, pile number 1, it started when you was very young. You were very young, and maybe you had only one alliance, and that was the one that you needed. It was God, or it was the spirit, the great spirit, or source, however you decide that you want to talk about that. And that's what you did. You found your word and you're speaking your truth. You have your vision. So then you're finding back power number 2. You're finding your power number 2, your vision. So you have the healing. Now you can see clearly, and now you can move from your authentic voice because you see clearly what is lies and deceits. Now you're taking your vision seriously. You're finding back, and this vision, you have spent energy, time, resources on this vision since you was a child. It doesn't matter what age you are now. This is something that you had already when you was a child. If you are not currently on your vision and you chose pile number 1, then if you put your focus on healing and you put your focus on seeing through the illusions and the duality, the veil of divisiveness, you put your focus on that, and you put your focus on your vision and remembering back what used to be important to you. What was your passion? So the page of wands, passion project from you was a child. You had you spent all your energy, all your passion and everything, excitement on this project, the vision that you had, and you stay true to it. You're staying true to it, and then the awakening happens. The awakening happens where you are in your life. It could be now. Maybe this is the first thing that happens to you, the power number 3, which is your awakening. Maybe you realize that this is not it. This is not it. I am not okay with this. So then you have the change. Now you can change. Now you made a decision that you no longer serve. It no longer serves you the way that you have been living. So you're going to move on from it. And the world card, ending of a cycle. It's so perfect. You have perhaps been going for years and years and years doing things for others because they said that this is what you were supposed to do. This is what you should do. This is how you should be. This is what you should say. And this is what you should be doing. And so what do you know? Before you know it, you're going to do all those things. And you're going to be so far away from your vision that you're going to be like, holy cow, where am I now? I don't even know. I don't even know anymore. And then you make a change. You're ending the cycle. You're ending the cycle. You're ending a cycle of pain. You are ending a cycle of pain. Pile number 1. This is so beautiful. With the healing, you're finding back your vision from you as a child. You're healing. You're still in communication with the source. You've been speaking your truth since you was a child. The vision, you've been doing this passionately with all your time and energy you spent on it that you could. And then the awakening, you're ending a painful cycle, you're ending it, and it's the 10 of Cups. It's like the excessive emotional outburst, emotional experience. It's going to be so good for you. Like by doing these things, your life is going to be so overflowing that it's going to be, oh my goodness, I don't even know how that is possible. And by doing these things, by following your own heart, by healing your own self so that you have a better life, you have a better understanding of the world around you, and you feel better all the time, and you feel better with everything that you do, and you're on your vision quest, and you have all the energy that you need to get everything done that you need to do to fulfill your purpose. And the awakening, understanding new things, and we can have several awakenings in our life. We can have several dark night of the souls. And it can take you a little step further every time you have one. And they're always the greatest gift from the universe, though it may not seem so at the time. So, the World card, ending of the cycle, and the 10 of Cups, wow. And the signs are with you already. With the Snow Angel, the signs of these things happening to you, pile number 1, the healing, the vision, the awakening. With those, you get these things here together, the reward, or the, I see like almost like karmic reward, the karma reward, or the gift from God, or the gift from the universe, everything conspiring to bring you in. And here comes the Lovers. So now you're going to be able to connect with a person too, And you might find that person, that special soul person in your life that you really want to connect with, and that you want to spend time with, and that you want to communicate with and have fun with, and share your vision, share your awakenings, share everything with. And the Two of Cups again. So the Two of Cups, yes, still walking with spirit, still walking in faith. Also now finding a partner in this 3D world, or in this world that we're all in. Pile number 1 is a very, 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 very amazing cards. I cannot believe it. I am just blown away by these cards and the 3 powers that you have. Pile number 1, the power of healing from all the lies and the deceits and everything that society throws at us. The vision, your unique vision. How cool is that? Like your unique perspective of everything and your unique manifestations in this world. How are you going to bring something to the table that other people can benefit from? And then the awakening, wow, and you took it seriously. You didn't sit there and when you was in your dark night of the soul, you didn't just sit there and be like, oh, I'm so sad here, this is over, I'm done. No, you didn't do that. You made a different choice. You said, this is not it. I am not content with this. I am not happy with this. I am not okay with this outcome. I have to change, and I'm changing. And you're going to get everything that you dreamed of. The best relationships, the best also working relationships. Pile number 1. Wow, that's all I can say. Thank you so much for being here. Please like the video if you liked it. Please subscribe to my channel if you want to see what else I come up with. And I just want to thank you again for being here. And until next time, namaste. Pile number 2 woke up today, decided today there is no rain today. I am not going to feel blue. I am going to look at the sun, and if I feel down, if I feel worried or depressed, I'm going to look at the sun and I'm going to let its warmth flush through me, energize me, and rejuvenate me. Pile number 2. Wow, what a way to start the day. Boom, your eyes open and you just decide that this is going to be the day when I'm going to feel good today. I'm going to feel good today. I'm going to be grateful today. I'm going to feel good today. Pile number 2, you were drawn to this card. Your 3 most powerful attributes, or your 3 superpowers. Your 3 superpowers are gratitude, the Hunter, and self-realization. Pile number 2. Pile number 2 has come a long way already. Pile number 2 already is in the Queen of Pentacles state. So pile number 2, you have done the work. You have created a life for yourself. You have the income that you need to take care of yourself. You have a place to live and to grow. You have a place where you can feel safe. You have created that space where you can do your own things. You're the queen. You have confidence. You're assertive. You have a way of being around people that is helpful for them, and you can help lift them up. Sometimes the Queen of Pentacles, she can get a little bit greedy and she can get a little bit stuck in the material realm. And so pile number 2 is on this journey of discovering the power of gratitude. If you're in the materialistic world, which is where we all live there, we were born there, and that's everything that is surrounding us on our whole life journey is get more stuff. Now you need to upgrade to the next watch, you need the next phone, you need the next program, you need the best car, you need a better car, an up-to-date car, you need all that. And so that's the society that we live in. And if you do these things, you are going to be happy, you're going to feel good, and you're going to be everything that you ever dreamed. So that's the society that we live in. But pile number 2 is smart. Pile number 2 understands that there is an emptiness within myself. When I only lean on my material stuff, there's an emptiness within me that I am not okay with. And so pile number 2 did a very smart thing. Pile number 2 took her or his superpower of gratitude. and started, one day they just started to write a gratitude list of 10 things every day that you're grateful for. And 10 things every day that you're grateful for. Now pile number 2 is transforming and changing the perspective of just sitting there with the wealth. And now pile number 2 is able to really enjoy everything, and the rainbow is there and the wealth is there, and pile number 2 is able to really feel grateful for what she has or he has. And that is a beautiful, beautiful thing. Gratitude can change everything. Like if you're in the darkest of the night of the souls and you're on ground level 0, you're down. There is no way that you're going to be able to stay here. There is no way that you are going to want to live on like this. There is no way that you are going to want to wake up in the morning and have another day just like it is. If that's your case, then perhaps gratitude is the first step that you need to do, and utilize that power that you have, and you be grateful for everything that you have. Like even when you have nothing. I was in a homeless shelter. I had nothing. I had no money, no job, no, I didn't know anybody. I was in a different country. I had no idea what to do. And then I realized that I had to be grateful. I was grateful for the food that I got. I didn't have to go out and work. I wasn't able to do that. I was too anxious and panicking and scared all the time. And so, but I got food. I had a bed with 40 other people, yeah, but it was still a bed. And I was just focusing not on the nuisance of all the other people, or not on the nuisance of any of that. I was just focusing on, Margie, what is it? So I was just focusing on being grateful for what I had. And I got food, I got shelter, I got a free doctor that I could go to. I started to take care of myself, and I was grateful for it. And I was reading, I was writing, I was grateful. I was doing all the things that I needed to do, and it helped me change so much. The power of gratitude is unbelievable. So pile number 2, with making a decision that you don't want any rain today, you're going to focus on the sun. You're going to focus on the gratitude, and you are going to build your castle. You're going to build your castle. I don't care if your castle looks like a car, if your castle looks like a trailer, if your castle looks like an apartment, if your castle looks like a tent, if your castle looks like a RV, or if your castle looks like a mansion. Doesn't matter. What matters is who lives there. And what do you do to get there? And what do you do to maintain that safety around you? How do you build your foundation? Where do you live? What kind of food do you eat? What does your body look like? How strong are you? What does your mind look like? And changing perspective. Wherever you are, you can change the perspective. Wherever you are. And if you add gratitude in there, one way or another, it will completely transform your life. Pile number 2. Pile number 2, you're such a dramatic and wonderful person. And so no rain today, making the decision. And also here is a very powerful, your superpower number 2. Your superpower number 2 is the hunter. The hunter is not going to sway away from the path. The hunter has an aim. So pile number 2, the hunter in you, you have a goal. You have a strategy how to get there. You're precise. You have skills. You have bravery. You have strength. You're quick, decisive, result-oriented. You're a seeker and a pursuer. That's your second superpower, pile number 2. You decide, there's no rain today, and you decide that I'm going to pursue. What is it that you want to pursue? Do you want to pursue a relationship? Do you want to pursue a better job? Do you want to pursue a place to live? Do you want to pursue happiness? Do you want to pursue joy? Do you want to pursue peace? What is it that you want to pursue? Whatever it is that you decide that you want to pursue, you are capable of getting it. This is your second superpower. Whatever it is that you want to pursue, you are fully capable of getting it. And so there is the Two of Coins. And the Two of Coins here in this situation, this is a juggler. And he's juggling. There is water around him, kind of rough waters. So emotional turmoil perhaps. Perhaps there is a decision that you're making that you want to balance the material with the materialistic. The materialistic is the world that we live in. And the spiritual is who we are. It's our soul mission. And so the hunter and the chariot, and so taking care of your soul. And here, so the pile number 2, you're on the aim. You're wishing to hold on to both the material and the spiritual. And you can definitely do that. You can definitely do that. You can add gratitude into any kind of spiritual thing, no, material thing that you're doing. You can add gratitude in there, and then you have spiritual and material. So wherever you are headed for, the more spiritual you put in there, you can also keep the material. Of course, we need house, shelter, cars. We need the tools to get around and to get stuff done. It's the society that we live in, and we're a part of it. So we want to be a part of it. And so you can keep both. And once you get hold of your internal self, once you get a hold of your internal self, there's no reins on these horses. There's no reins on them. So you take care of your mind. What is in your mind? The hunter. What's in your mind is going to determine where you go. You want to keep both. You want to keep the spiritual and the material. You have to cleanse your mind and figure out a way that, like, make a decision. There's no rain today. Make a decision. What's going on in your mind so that it'll take you in the direction that you want to go. If your mind is clear and your mind is empowering you and your mind is good and your mind is growth and your mind is just a beautiful place to reside in, and you understand that your mind is a tool, that you can use it. The hunter knows that. The hunter knows that the mind is the tool that will get you or not get you there. So make sure that you know what's going on in your mind, hunter. This is your superpower number 2. And with your superpower number 2, you can do basically anything. Anything. You can make a decision today, and then you have to give it the time that it takes. But put in a strategy, set a goal, and you will for sure get there. And you'll have fun along the way too, because you're adding in the spiritual. So it's not only about the material. You don't want to just sit there and be rich. What's fun with that? And be scared of losing what you have, and be scared of someone coming in and taking it, or be scared of meeting new people because everybody's just out to take it, or take it and take, right? So that's often the shadow side of the wealth, you know, because people will try and do that too, because they don't want to work for it. They don't want to be like you, pal number 2. They don't want to go out there and hunt and put, today is the day when you set a goal. You set your aim and you're skillful. You'll get there. You set your aim and you go for it, and you have your strategy how to get there. The challenge for everybody going on their journey is to not get drawn to the side by the bling. So your mind needs to be focused on where you want to go, on the light. If you're focused on everybody over here hollering, or over here hollering, or maybe there's a bling over there and a ding over there, and if you get distracted all the time, you'll still get to where you're going, but it's going to take you much longer. And pile number 2, the hunter is your superpower, and you are aiming, and you are skillful, and you are definitely able to pursue and achieve what you want to do. You make a decision, set your aim, and you're aiming up, and you go with spiritual and material wealth in your mind. And then your third superpower, pile number 2, very powerful. Pile number 2. Your third superpower is self-realization. So self-realization, this is about shedding our human persona. And shedding our human persona is about, like, no, you are not the car that you drive. No, you are not the job that you have. No, you are not how much money you have in the bank. No, you are not the religious chapter that you are attached to. No, you are not the color of your skin. You are not the age group that you are. You are more than all of that. You are a soul. And self-realization, now you're shedding your human persona and you are becoming your higher self again. And this is with the hunter. You are hunting for spiritual and material wealth. And self-realization is going to help you do that. It is a beautiful, beautiful thing. You might have, maybe you have that daring dream. You know, when you was a child, maybe you had this crazy dream that you was dreaming of. Sometimes those dreams aren't crazy at all. It's just life that teaches us that they are not right. But maybe that was your passion. That was your purpose. That was your journey. And now perhaps you're going back there and you're remembering this daring dream that will help humankind. And then maybe you make a decision. It's not going to rain today. Well, I'm going to go back and revisit that crazy old dream today that might help humankind. And then I'm going to self-realize and do what I can to uplift this humankind, because look around. Humankind needs some help out there. Humankind is so depressed. Humankind is so fearful. Humankind has so much anger. Humankind has so much hatred. Humankind is so lost. They don't know the power of change that you have, pile number 2. They're going to need your help. They're going to need you to help them find their way. And this might be the dream that you held when you was a child, and the crazy dream. Like, oh my gosh, you're crazy thinking that. How do you think that you can go out there and change anything? Well, how you can change everything is to change yourself. And self-realization, that's exactly what you do. In pile number 2, you are very powerful. You are going to change yourself. So you just decide that, okay, so if the butterfly effect is true, like you say, when a butterfly flaps his wing in Africa, then the hurricanes comes up in wherever, or that's not quite it. That was totally me rephrasing it, but something like that. The butterfly effect is you change yourself, you better yourself, and whatever you give out to the world is having a massive effect on everything. So you change yourself, just a little change in yourself. Maybe you're just happier than you used to be. Maybe you just have more gratitude than you used to before. Now you're more grateful. That's going to change everything for you. And it's going to change everything for the people around you too. So self-realization is the third superpower. It's superpower. Self-realization, the hunter, and gratitude. Wow, pile number 2, you are on fire. So it's telling me that you are on the brink of realizing something really, really profound and something really, really beautiful. Pile number 2, that's excellent, excellent, excellent work. The 3 of Pentacles. Let's see, we got the 3 of Pentacles. Here he is building something, and the angels are there, and he's got his tools, like the hunter. You know, the hunter made a decision that I'm going to build this stuff, and I'm going to sit down and I'm going to build it. And so the hunter sat down and had gratitude in the moment. The hunter sat down and started working on this thing, and now there's a big angel there, there's a house there, and he's sitting there creating something. On the shadow side, pile number 2 didn't make the decision to self-realize. Pile number 2 didn't make the decision to put their dream into works. Pile number 2 now has a hole in the wall, and there's a broken angel, and there's no people in there. There's nobody doing anything. It's just drifting. Pile number 2 is just drifting. Nope, pile number 2 don't want to be drifting. Pile number 2 comes back into alignment and puts pile number 2's shoes on the ground and says, oh, there is no rain today. I am going to be grateful for everything I have. I am going to be the hunter. I'm going to sit down here. I'm going to manifest that dream from so long ago. I'm going to manifest it. I'm going to put it into works. What the heck? Why not? Just because. Why not? Pile number 2. That's such a wise decision. Oh my goodness. Great work. And so, 2 of Cups. Companionship. Bringing people in. And the 3 of Pentacles is also you can succeed on your own, but it's easier also to succeed with support around you. And by you, pile number 2, doing all this work with the gratitude, that being the hunter, setting an aim for yourself, having a goal in your life, self-realization, shedding your human label form and getting into your soul mission and your spirituality, your compassion, your gratitude, your love, and all the good stuff in life. you are going to draw in, wow, you're going to draw in such a beautiful connection. This can be a love connection. This can be a soulmate connection. This can be a marriage. This can be a business connection. This can be a friendship. It can be anything, but it's good, and it's going to be good. It's going to be honest. It's going to be loyal, and it's going to be fruitful. It's going to bring, and from that union right there, it's going to create so many beautiful things that it's unbelievable. And so pile number 2, setting out on this journey of self-discovery and self-realization. Congratulations. Utilizing your 3 superpowers of gratitude, being the hunter for a better life, for a good life, fulfilling life, and self-realization. Utilizing your 3 superpowers of gratitude, the hunter, self-realization. You are going to create yourself into the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is so beautiful. Like, she literally brings beauty to everything that she does. She's not just beautiful on the outside. No, she has a heart. She has compassion. She has caring. But you can't BS her around, because she's assertive and she can see through the crap. And so she will bring out the best in you. Now, pile number 2, you're going to go out there in the world, and you're going to go out there and bring out the best in people. And you're going to show them how to transform their life too. And the Death card here is promising a complete transformation. So wherever you are today and making that decision, there's going to be no rain today. I'm going to focus on the sun, and I'm going to take in the sun, and I'm going to allow it to warm me up. I'm going to allow it to bring me peace. I'm going to allow it to bring me joy and happiness and bliss. And you make that decision, and you're going to transform everything in your life. I just got goosebumps. My hair stands right up. And you're going to transform everything in your life, and your life is going to be completely beautiful. March, you want some food? Pile number 2, that was your reading. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up. If you want to subscribe, that would be great. I would appreciate it. And then you will be also notified if when I upload new content. I appreciate you being here. The beautiful light in me, it honors, respects, and it loves that same beautiful light in you. Until next time, namaste. Pile number 3. Pile number 3 came to this reading, and pile number 3 is doing the moon dance. The moon dance. Look at this person. Confidence. Be brave. Be adventurous. Balance. Balancing with the moon. Dancing through life. By herself, she is dancing through life. Accepting the challenges. She's able to see what is being hidden, and she's able to balance her way through it. And she's dancing with life. She's dancing with life, and then she's trapped with a skeleton. So pile number 3, by yourself, you're dancing through life, and you got balance. You got balance. You know where you're going. You are fearless, so you can walk through life balancing and enjoying the ride. In a relationship, however, invasion, boundaries violated, and dominance. So, pile number 3, by yourself, you are strong and dancing with life. In relationship, invasion, boundaries violated, and dominance. And so, this skeleton is not aware of her, and it's not interested in her response, her reality, or her needs. Whoever is looming over your shoulders is not interested in your response, your reality, or your needs. And this can cause you to feel frozen by that hand that is touching you. So, moon dance, by yourself, balancing, dancing with life. And then this touch of death is holding you, promising you the roses, promising you the gold, promising you the music, the love, promising pile number 3, everything is going to be perfect. But this hand that is touching is not interested in. It's not interested in your response, your reality, or your needs. So, but pile number 3, whoever is touching you, it doesn't matter that much because you are very powerful. Your 3 most powerful attributes, or your 3 superpowers. Pile number 3, your superpower number 1, free will. I always have a choice. I always have a choice. I recognize that I always have a choice and free will in any given situation. Pile number 3 used to be caught up with these skeletons. Pile number 3 used to believe in those lies and those fake promises and the empty promises. And pile number 3 realized that, you know what? I have free will and I am going to be my own best friend. So I'm going to do what is best for me. I'm going to use my free will and I'm going to do what is best for me. And so life lessons, pile number 3, life lessons, facing life lessons head on, learning from your experiences. And then there's also realizing that the free will, there's no wrong decision. There's no wrong decision. There's just experiences, right? And pile number 3, realize and trust. Trust the decisions that pile number 3 is making and choose love, forgiveness, and expansion over fear and lack every time. I always have a choice. Pile number 3 used to get drawn into other people's drama. Pile number 3 used to listen to the promises and feel like everyone else knew better. So probably they were right and I am wrong. And pile number 3 used to do what they said. And then pile number 3 ended up being hurt and depressed and wounded and even physically wounded sometimes. And so pile number 3 had to learn the hard way through pain and suffering. Pile number 3 learned that pile number 3 holds the power. You have the power. Pile number 3 realized that I have the power. So when I set out on my journey, it is my choices that is going to take me to where I need to be. And it is my choices that is going to keep me safe or unsafe. It is my choices that is going to give me success or failure. It is my choices that is going to bring me the life that I dream of or the life that I do not want. Pile number 3, power number 1, free will, is very, very, very great superpower to have. You always have a choice. And pile number 3 realized on the journey through life that yes, I always do have a choice. Power number 2, so pile number 3, the venom. The venom. So the venom, when this is light, this is self-realization through suffering. And when it's dark, it's an unwillingness to find a solution or forgive. When the venom card appears, there is a harmful substance in our psychic realm that must be identified. Perhaps your words have a sting of poison about them. Perhaps a relationship is slowly draining your reserves. Acknowledgement is the first step. Change is the second. The remedy will reveal itself in time, and with it, forgiveness. Pile number 3. Your second superpower is the realization the acknowledgement of the poison that you have going on in your life. Your superpower number 2, pile number 3, is to realize how draining some people can be. Some people, even though you love them and you're around them and you care for them and you want to lift them up and you give them all kind of encouraging words and you try and pull out all the positive about them so that when they feel down, you can say, no, but you're all this and you're all that and you have this and you have that. I don't understand why you don't feel proud of yourself or why you're not happy about that. And pile number 3, always trying to lift people up and make them feel stronger and better and to help them realize the life of their dreams. Pile number 3 is realizing that that does not mean that these people are going to reciprocate that kind of energy. Pile number 3 is drained by giving and giving and giving to an empty pond. There is nothing there. There is nothing there. It's a skeleton holding you. There is nothing reciprocal in this situation that you have. You have to let it go. That's your superpower number 2. You have to let it go when it no longer serves your highest good and your purpose. And pile number 3, this is your superpower, so you do realize that. And you do realize that. And also, this is going to help you with your self-realization. So pile number 3, this is a great challenging situation, yes. Hurtful situation, yes. Huge life lesson and a gift in hindsight, yes. Pile number 3, superpower number 2, the venom. The venom is always lurking in the shadows in one form or another. Its toxic presence, it may be found in our relationships, in our thoughts, in our speech, or environment. So pile number 3, one of your superpower number 2, the venom, is that you have now been through so much suffering and so many life lessons that now you're capable of spotting. So you have the wheel of fortune. Yes, you've been going in karmic cycles. You have the wheel of fortune spinning in your favor and sometimes not in your favor. And pile number 3, you know this because you have picked from these cups, the 7 of cups. Not everything that glitters is gold, and not everyone who says that they're nice is going to be nice. And pile number 3, you have realized this. So the venom has taught you huge life lessons. So now you're going to be able to choose. You would rather go and moon dance and balance your life on your own, budget and balance your life on your own, compared to invasion, boundaries violated, and dominance. Excuse me, you are going to also avoid that heartbreak because pile number 3, you know better. This is your second superpower. You know better, and even though there is a little slight hope within you that maybe it isn't so, maybe they will come through and it'll be different. Maybe they can change. Pile number 3, you have been through so many things. You know already, you have a choice. There's not a wrong decision. There's only lessons to be learned. And pile number 3, you know this. So now when you're faced with this cleansing, purging that you might have to do with your life, you are going to be very capable of doing that. If you have a job you go to and you always feel drained and suck the life out of you while you was there, or maybe there are some people there that just treat you with disrespect and they don't appreciate the hard work that you put in there, or maybe there is someone there who's just out to get you all the time or make you feel uncomfortable to tilt you off your center, then this might be a toxic environment. Maybe you want to get out of it. Anytime you feel drained and you feel uncomfortable after being in certain situations, those are signs and signals from the universe, from God, from the source, that is telling you that this is not for you. Because if it was for you, with the free will and the moon dance, if it was for you, your wheel would spin for you. The lovers, it would be great. It would be a communion, not like 10 of swords, like you stab 10 times in the back. Yeah, you do have a choice. You can choose the lovers. You can choose yourself. You can choose a union that is showing up for you with love. Or you can choose one knife after the other, just pounding into your back, coming at you with invasion of your privacy, invasion of your life, invasion of who you are, invasion without giving anything in return, just invasive energy. Or boundaries violated, not respecting you. If you say stay away and they don't respect it, you say don't touch me and they don't respect it, you say this and they don't respect it. There's another sword in your back. Dominance. I am in charge here. Now they're going to be in charge of you. Now you have to change everything. You can't go and moon dance on your own by yourself anymore. I don't like when you do that. It makes you so happy. I want you to be miserable so you can be a better fit to me, says the skeleton. But pile number 3, your superpower, the Venom superpower, is going to help you avoid the 10 of Swords. The Venom superpower is going to help you avoid the Sour Cups. I was going to say, if you have lemons, make lemonade, but not everybody likes lemonade. So you can make something else. Make cocoa instead or whatever. But Venom, pile number 3, it's going to help you. This is going to help you figure out the choices that you have to make in order to enhance your life and build your life up. You want your life to be good. And you want people in there who respect you and who is going to help you maintain and build your life. You don't need naysayers. You don't need people taking over, trying to steal your joy. You don't need people putting you down. You don't need people humiliating you. You don't need people talking about you in a weird way to make you feel embarrassed or shameful. You don't need people like that in your life at all. And you can cut anybody out of your life. That is also your free will. You have free will and you always have a choice. It doesn't matter how much money they have. It doesn't matter how popular they are. It doesn't matter who they think they are. It doesn't matter if they cannot come to you through love and respect and honesty and authenticity, then they are not for you. And pile number 3, you are learning this lesson and you are learning to make good choices for yourself, and you are going through a self-realization through this suffering. So it's going to be a gift, but often those gifts are easier to see hindsight than when you're in it. Pile number 3, your third superpower is 3-3, rites of passage. This is someone going from being that nicely put together, always, oh, I'm supposed to do this and I'm supposed to do that. I'm supposed to say this and I'm supposed to say that. I'm not supposed to cause any trouble. I'm supposed to help anyone. I'm supposed to do this and I should do that and I should do this. Well, pile number 3, your superpower number 3 is that you say, well, fudge all of that. I am going to, through my rites of passage, and I'm going to shed all of that. And I don't care who I come back out as. I'm going to be wild. I'm going to be myself. I'm going to speak my truth. I'm going to speak it because I love it. And I'm going to take my free will and make the choices that I need to make to change my life for the better. And this one here is saying major, major change. This is a card. So the Knight of Swords. Yes, someone's speaking action, taking action and heading out there. In action, doing. Or this 8 of Swords, self-doubt, self-bondage, holding yourself hostage, or maybe you're hanging around the skeleton there. Invasion, boundaries violated, dominance. Now you're going to freeze up and sit there bound up in that chair just by yourself from your own thoughts, just because this a-hole was trying to bring you down. They were trying to mess you up. They were trying to make you sit there and feel tied up like that. Well, pile number 3. Good news. Your superpower number 3 is your rites of passage. And you figured out just how to cut those ties, get out of the chair, and then leave it there. It's a powerful card. This is a powerful, powerful card. And it marks an important, possibly life-changing event. There is a sense of renewal surrounding your energy with the card. Fresh face in your life. The cards indicate a transition in your career and a clearing out of your old life. Clearing it out. You always have a choice. You're clearing out the 10 of Swords. No more stabbing in the back. You're clearing out the 7 of Cups. No more unhealthy choices and bad. Glitter is not gold. Bad stuff. No more self-bondage and self-destruction. No more of that. You're choosing the right things. You're making the right choices. And this powerful card here is saying that you're going to take out your full, strong, wild nature. In this card, it's represented by the tiger. And the wise eyes of her higher self are looking out into the world. This is the wise eyes of your higher self. This is not about the invasion, the boundaries, the control, the buy me stuff. I need this, I need that. This is not about that. This is about your higher self, your love, your compassion. And you are ready. So perhaps when you was young, you were taught to like, oh, you need to sit down. You need to play small and play it safe. Stop making people feel uncomfortable with your strong emotions. And then you would have to modify and adapt to who you are to fit into the society. And oh goodness. And however, to truly embrace yourself just as you are is a rite of passage. Accepting yourself truly 100% as you are, letting loose all those inner wild thoughts and all those the inner wildness and the nature and all those passion, desire, the fun, the love, the compassion, all that good stuff. And everything will change. And also the rites of passage, they all come with an expansion of energy. Sometimes can feel painful or scary because every time we have to do something different, we humans tend to be tense and scared. And so that's just part of who we are. But it's necessary to change and to grow so you can be the best version of yourself. And then you can have the best life that you can have, and you can take your rightful place in society and be a fully functioning adult, accepting you, self, and others just the way they are. Even accepting the skeleton. You understand that the skeleton is on this. If there are two ends of the spiritual awakening, then the skeleton would be over here in fear. Fear, fear, fear. And you, pile number 3, beautifully, you are over here. Absence of fear. You walk through it. Rites of passage. You're going through it. You're taking away, cutting loose everything that no longer serves you. So you can build yourself up and take action and speak. Speak your truth and go out there and be a resource for the world and be a resource for the world around you, your family, your friends, wherever you go. And that's your superpower number 3. Pile number 3 is that you are going through the rites of passage. It's a new phase in your life. It's a new phase in your life. So pile number 3, moon dance. Dance by yourself, dancing with life. How do you see life? Is life a dance? You can go about it just on your own. You understand that you always have a choice. That's your superpower number 1. Venom, you know how to see those toxic traits in other people, and you know how to cut them out, just clear as day. Cut, done, deal. They cannot come at you through love, then they are not for you. You understand that, so you just cut them out. Superpower number 3, rites of passage. Shedding the old belief systems, shedding the old ways that you have been indoctrinated since you was a child, shedding all of that, building yourself up strong, building yourself up renewed, and building yourself up as the best version of yourself. Pile number 3, a force of nature. Pile number 3, you know that if you do, you have a choice. You always have a choice. You understand that you're up against a choice that might take you to 10 of Swords, stabbed in the back. 7 of Cups, wrong choice, or not a wrong choice. There's no wrong choices. There's just maybe a time-consuming, expensive lesson to learn. Self-bondage, holding yourself hostage because skeleton over here, the hand that is on your shoulder, making you freeze up so you cannot be yourself anymore. You understand that you're going to go through all of these rites of passage and you're going to start afresh. You're going to take out all the wildness. You're going to stand on your own 2 feet and you don't have to experience the heartache. You're going to be able to make choices that either take you into the heartache, or you're going to be able to make choices that keep you in balance, that keep you in balance. You will be able to juggle your life. Even with the turmoil going on behind you there, you are going to be able to stand still, be in your center, and hold the balance in everything that you do. And you know this, pile number 3, that you have the power. It is always your power. It's always free will. And you can always make the choices that you make. And there are no wrong ones. There are just different rites of passage that you are going through. Pile number 3, that was your reading. If you liked it, give me a thumbs up. If you want to check out the other things that I upload, then subscribe to the channel. I wish you all the best. And I know that you got what it takes to make the right choice for you. Until next time, beautiful pile number 3. Namaste.